Look at these girls, guys. So we are on the couch today for today's video, and it's a Q&A, and I feel like these are going to be my favorite types of videos to film because I can get dressed up. I am wearing a bodysuit and lounging on the sofa, darling. I can't think of a better way and place to film this type of a video. Bear with the extraness and the curls of it all. And now look at the hair. It's popping. It's popping. It's popping. It's popping. Okay, guys, so let's kick this off. Keeping it nice and informal, chilling on the sofa. Get your tea ready. Get your ears ready. I was feeling a little feisty today. I think it's the curls. They inspired me to wear this animal print bodysuit and these hoops. Cannot go wrong with a pair of hoops. Anyway, okay, let's get over ourselves, Emily. Focus at the task at hand. So I'm going to be going through a few questions that I had put up on my Instagram, and I just asked you guys to ask me questions so I could film this video. Bring my laptop closer. I don't know who I think I am. I can't see from over there. Emily, tell me what you're grateful for. This one is, it used to be hard for me, but now it's so easy for me to list things that I'm grateful for. And at the top of the list is my family, it's my health, so my health comes with it encompasses my body, mind, spirit, and the ability to have them all functioning holistically and to support me and to keep me grounded. I'm thankful for the connections that I have in my life, friends and family. Yeah, that goes under there. Friends and family. I'm grateful for the support and protection and guidance of the man upstairs. I'm not much without it. I like to be spiritual, but it's not something that I'm so out there and open about with other people because it's a private journey that I choose to not share. But I definitely am very grateful for that relationship that I have with him, her, she, it. Honestly, you know, it's the small things that really make up the whole day and your whole life. So those are the things I like to focus on when it comes to listing things that I'm grateful for. It's really comes down to the nitty-gritty because those are the things that you're quick to forget about when a situation hits that's not so pleasant. You tend to forget all those things. So I always like to make sure that I'm grounded in them and they keep me going, keep me sane. Okay, somebody here says Herbalife nutrition. This girl's gonna be a problem. I kind of want it there, but it's like in my eye. Herbalife nutrition. Now I'll just talk about supplements as an umbrella, and supplements for me, it's something that I actually used to be a Herbalife distributor. When I was living in Malaysia, I was doing it. I was using the products, and I saw the benefit. But when I thought about it and in terms of accessibility and how hard it is for the average person to be able to afford some of these products, I was like, this can't be the sustainable solution to supplements. You know what I mean? So, excuse me. So personally, I started looking for other options. When it came to supplements, I actually quit Herbalife altogether. Wasn't doing supplements for a while. Was just relying on food, which is actually the way to go, and it's how we train our clients. Rather get a good hold of food first before you add supplements, because supplements make you feel like you don't need to eat real food, at least the way that they're advertised in the world. And unless you're able to know for real that you shouldn't be substituting foods for supplements, then I don't feel like you're in a good place to be using supplements in the first place. So you need to get a good grasp of that and know that it's supposed to aid everything else that you're doing in your journey and not be replacing things altogether. So yeah, that's how I feel about supplements. I was actually on one now that after going off Herbalife and using real food, I decided I wanted to just get a bit more protein into my diet. So I picked up a collagen whey protein by Body by Wild Nutrition, and that one too. It was great, but I felt like I can do and I can get the nourishment that I need from food. So now I'm choosing to just focus more on honing in on the types of foods I'm eating, the sources of meats, and all these things to make sure that I can just get a nice, good nutrition profile from the foods I'm eating. Because I mean, let's face it, I love to eat. I love to eat way more than I love to like drink a shake. So that's what I think about that. How often can one have cheat days, weekly or monthly? Now this really comes down to like a personal preference thing. It's you need to ask yourself, what are your goals? What are you trying to do? Okay, two things. Let me give you two tips. What are your goals? And then the overarching thing that I use to lead my life is moderation. Moderation is key in everything that you do. And to carry this throughout your eating and your exercising, I think it's a great place to start. So remember that you need to set your goals. If you're trying to lose weight, it's about calories that you're putting in versus calories that you're losing, right? So you need to be losing more than you're eating, right? So that will let you know, can I afford a cheat day? Is it one day? Is it one day a month? One day a week? If you're trying to gain weight, opposite of the caloric deficit, you would need to be in a caloric surplus. So what you're eating needs to be a bit more than what you're losing, so that you can have extra nutrients for your body to hopefully turn into muscle, depending on how you're training. So yeah, it really depends on you and what your goals are. And one thing that I want to drive home with this question is that you need to know that you're not setting yourself up for a 21-day diet or 30-day challenge or a 90-day challenge. That you should be aiming to make living a healthy lifestyle an actual lifestyle. So that's something that you're doing day in and day out. So if you're thinking about it in that way, then you can have a more holistic view about the different things that you would be doing to support the lifestyle. So if you eat a little more the one day, it's not the end of the world, because all of the other days you're supporting your goal in how you're eating and how you're moving. So yeah, just have a little chat with yourself, write down your goals if you need to, so that you can clearly see them and they can guide you. And if you have any more questions, guys, honestly, my comments are open. Throw them at me. Okay, so the next question asks, cardio or core workouts, which one helps with your overall fitness endurance? So fitness and endurance is something that your body builds up over time as you continue to work out and challenge your body in different ways, using weights, using body weight, changing up the intensity. So it's I wouldn't say it's specific to cardio or core workouts. It's specific to all types of different workouts that will help you increase your endurance overall. Running, the occasional run for 45 to 30 to 45 minutes once a week will also add towards your overall endurance. You lifting weights 2 to 3 times a week will add to your overall endurance. You doing HIIT will add to your overall endurance. You doing lists, low intensity, steady state cardio, will also add to your overall endurance. So there are different ways for us to challenge our bodies at different levels that will add to that overall goal. So I would say do everything. Do a bit of everything, honestly. It's one great way for you to give your body a nice challenge. Yoga adds to your flexibility, which also adds to your overall endurance, because you're able to do certain moves better, go with a greater range of motion, greater depth in your squats. I mean, it's just a win-win-win with fitness. And this is why I get so passionate when I talk about it, because I'm like, guys, do you understand the potential? It's limitless. Working out while on your period. This one is such a good one. My partner's at Sweat Fitness, and we always talk about this one every month. My partners are both female, so every month we're like, oh Lord. It's very, very strange. And I'm gonna put up a little infographic here that will just help you understand the different phases that your body goes through when you're on your period, and your different energy levels and how they fluctuate, and actually your whole entire cycle, how they fluctuate, and how you can understand the types of movements you can do to support your body rather than fighting with it. So yeah, working out on your period, I would strongly, strongly, strongly suggest that if your cramps do not leave you completely like paralyzed, that you get up and you do a bit of movement, even if it's just going for a walk. People really underestimate the power of a walk. It is such a great way just to get the body moving and blood flowing, and you know, all those things, the fresh air, everything will just leave you feeling better. So I would say do your best to move, but if you can't, then some light yoga at home, some stretches that can support. If you literally go into Google and you type in period yoga, or you know, something along those lines, you're going to find something on Pinterest with a graph that will show you some moves and poses that you can hold that can help you ease some of the pain, so that even if you're not moving intensely, you're not just like laying there, you know, like ugh. So yeah, that's what I have to say about that. But good luck, girl. I personally I train because my cramps are not paralyzing, but I have partners and I have friends who can't. They just can't. The back is sore. It's like no, there's no going anywhere. So I completely get it, and I don't think you should feel bad about it. It's probably one day of your whole period time that you don't feel the you know, the list for movement, and that's fine. Give yourself that day and just use it to rest, because rest is just as important as movement. Somebody here says, "Hi, Emily Kandanga, your page is lit." Thank you. The one here, I see she's asking, she says fitness and nutrition. Now I'm trying to see what can I talk about with fitness and nutrition, apart from the fact, let me break it down for you guys. The two go hand in hand. You can't have one without the other. You can't think, I'm gonna focus on the gym, I'm gonna work out so hard, but you're not eating right when you get home. You know, you're gonna go to KFC, or you're gonna eat some other processed junk that does nothing for your body. Start to change the way that you look at food. Look at it as fuel, okay? That's how I've been able to change my relationship with food, and why I love it even more now, without guilt, right? It's fuel. I am fueling my body to perform. Even if I'm not exercising, it's just a normal day, it's a rest day. I still need to fuel my body for recovery. I need to fuel my body for daily movement, for just to have energy. So that's how I look at food at now. And with that mindset, I'm able to also hone in on different types of foods that give me different types of benefits. So explore the different types of vegetables and grains, and read up. Google is your friend. I know it is my friend. Whenever I don't know anything, I am bother asking people anymore. I will do my research, and I will make sure that I have some sort of basis of knowledge on this, because too, it's a passion of mine. So I think I care a little bit more than the average person. But yeah, do your research and pair the two up together for you to get whatever end goal it is that you have, to lose fat, to gain muscle, to maintain your weight, whatever it is that you want to do. When it comes to fitness, don't be afraid to try new things. Yoga, go running. Yes, you might not enjoy running, but it's good for your heart and your lungs, so just do it. And go and lift some weights. They don't have to be ridiculously heavy. Honestly, it's just about adding some resistance to your workouts that will change everything. So it doesn't have to be what we do at Sweat. We gotta do a lot. We go there. We go all the way there because we personally love the challenge, and we love to lift. We love how empowered it makes us feel. We just love how our body reacts to it too, because it's just another type of physique building that you're doing when you are working with weights more often than not. So yeah, I'll stop rambling about that. Okay, so the next two questions, I'm going to combine them. It's where is your gym located and how much do we have to pay? For those of you who don't know, I co-own a company called Sweat Fitness Namibia, and we are basically building a community of people who are passionate about movement and living their best lives, because we don't think that the one has to be without the other. We don't see working out as a way of punishment. It really is how we celebrate our bodies and what our bodies can do. And we love a challenge, and we just want to grow a community of people who have the same thinking, and then also support their goals with quality nutrition and fitness knowledge. So that's where I come in. So that's a background. We operate out of Windhoek High School Gym. They have a gym on the campus that we rent out the floor, and that's where we host classes from every Monday through to Thursday from 6 o'clock to 7 o'clock in the evenings. And our gym membership rates start from, if you're a full-time student, the rate starts from $350 per month. And if the normal rate starts from $600 per month. And we have packages. We always encourage people to at least sign up for a minimum of 3 months, because that's when you give us an opportunity to really do our jobs properly, and then also give your body the opportunity to respond to what we're doing. So we think it's very important that clients are aware of that. So we always say minimum 3 months, then we have 6 months memberships, and 12 months. So yeah, that's Sweat. And we offer a free trial. So the first session that the first session with us is absolutely free. So you guys can just drop by and check it out. We normally do our gym-based workouts on Mondays and Thursdays. So we always encourage people to come and check us out on Mondays or Thursdays, because that's when you really get a good idea of what we do the majority of the time. So what exercises do you have to do to get abs, and what specific food should you eat? I'm going to start off with the food, because if I start with the exercises, it's going to be a long ramble here. So food, focus on eating fresh, whole, plucked from the earth's trees types of foods. Try and limit how much food you're eating that comes from cans, because that's probably overly processed, loaded with sugar or salt or both, and it just doesn't really do much for your body. And actually, more often than not, your body will tell you what it likes to eat. Learn to listen so that you can better support it, and it can better support you. And if you have any further questions on nutrition, I think, actually, let me not even say that. I have to do a video where I just specifically talk about food, so that is coming. Fear not. I will go deeper in that video. So, what exercises do you have to do to get abs? Guys, it is 2020. Can we please stop trying to spot, fix, and train our problem areas? Cancel it. Like, I think that's the one thing we need to leave in 2019. Like, we just need to stop trying to feel like we need to spot train, or we can. It doesn't work. It's not how the body is designed. Everything works together. It's a machine. So you need to work every part of your body. You cannot sit there and just do sit-ups and expect to see amazing results. The same way you can't just squat. Mind you, though, a squat is at least a bit more of a fuller body movement than sit-ups are. So when you're squatting, your core is engaged if you're doing it right. And you know, your upper body has to be engaged, everything to support the movement. So you are moving your entire body. I want us to really, really get rid of this thinking that we can just, I don't know, do a bicep curl for like ever, and then boom, we'll have a bicep. Train your entire body holistically. Look for compound movements, things like squats, deadlifts, burpees, things that work more than one muscle group at a time. Those are your friends. And then also, as you all know, to get abs, it's all about what you're eating, because everybody has abs under there. But some of us have them hidden by fats. So you gotta trim that fat, do your high intensity workouts, do your running, do your cardio, do your weightlifting, everything. And focus on eating well. Really, that's what it boils down to. Okay, I have one here that says, but this was a Q&A that I had put out there. People didn't really follow directions. I had said, tell me what type of content you want me to put out there. And some of them I got questions, some of them I got content requests. So I decided, let me jumble everything up, and then I will also be breaking down the content requests into individual videos. So have no fear, I have not completely sidelined your suggestions. So thank you very much for responding to that little poll that I put up. Appreciate the interaction, guys. So this person here says nutritional diet content to help skinny girls maintain their weight while exercising. This will also be touched upon in the nutrition video, but I want to just tap on it here because I did mention earlier that it's all about the caloric surplus and caloric deficit when it comes to those goals, either losing fat or maintaining or gaining. It's just about maintaining. So what you're putting out and what you're eating basically need to match each other so that you don't lose or gain any weight. So if you're your calories in, calories out need to equal each other, then you will maintain your weight and you'll just be either toning up or depending on how you're exercising, then you'll get those results. But in terms of food, calories in, calories out should match each other. So guys, that is it for my first Q&A. It was kind of I won a lot of things, but I hope you guys enjoyed the content nonetheless and hope you find it useful. I will definitely be separating all of the content requests that I got into individual videos, so you guys can keep a lookout on that. More content loading. This will not be the last time you see this blue sofa in the Namibian flag. So yeah, that's all from me, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Give it a thumbs up if you did. Give it a thumbs up anyway. And subscribe and tell a friend about my channel. I'm gonna be posting some pretty useful